Live from the OutHouse studios in Northern California, it's Same Shit, Different Toilet with the legendary SSDT crew. Tonight's guest is Big Nick J of the Gag on This podcast. We're gonna play Dirty Password and tell you a shithead story. Now welcome tonight's hosts,
28,
DJ Fresh, Mr. Orange, and Duffman.
What up, guys? This is Big Nick. You're tuning into SSDT 420, home of the fucking shitheads.
When last we saw Movie Face Guy, he was feeling dejected as the guys had rendered his services useless by revamping the flush-out bracket. Like every other has-been schmo in the entertainment industry, he had to find a real job to pay the bills once the credits rolled for the last time. With not much available in the oversaturated Hollywood voiceover marketplace, and an undying but utterly ridiculous need to feed the hunger of failed dreams past, he found a way to be as close to Hollywood as possible without actually being in Hollywood. All right, Andrew, here comes the new guy. Do you see this new Pez I got? You like that?
what the fuck? You and this
Hey,
fucking Pez.
hey, welcome into Funko, Mr. Movie Face Guy. How you doing? I'm Brian Mariotti. It's nice to meet you.
When he first arrived, he thought this place was going to be a dump.
Okay, all right, buddy. Hey, so tell us this. God darn it, these Pez things. So tell us about your last job there, Mr. Guy.
He walked a long, hard road, one he thought he had left behind. There was no end in sight, until there was.
Seriously, what's with the music, Brian?
Andy. All right, hey, can you give me some details about what exactly it was you did at your last company?
He wasn't proud of what he'd done, and was going to do again. But he had many mouths to feed. He had to find a way.
Moving on. How would you describe relationships with coworkers?
Good one, Andy.
He wasn't known to take any guff from anyone, and was quicker to make enemies or take a lover than he would make friends.
Excuse me?
Many were seeking revenge.
Revenge? What the fuck, Brian?
All right, everybody. This isn't that big. You know, I love these orange Pez. I don't know what the orange ones. They really appeal to me for some reason. So let's try to get back on task.
Pez down for 5 minutes.
Mr. Movie Face Guy, how soon do you think you could start?
Can you pay in popcorn?
Absolutely. You're fucking hired, man. Welcome to Funko.
We are going to hell in a handbasket.
Coming this summer to an assembly line near you, it will blow you away.
Wow. I hope they have a great HR attorney over there at Funko. Stay tuned for more misadventures of Movie Face Guy and friends, right here on SSDT 420.
Right. When I'm not eating Twisted, I'm listening to SSDT. You should too, motherfucker.
Hey, so special guest in the OutHouse. Thanks for coming, Big Nick J
What?
the Gag on This podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys? What's your goal? What is your goal with your podcast? What's your podcast about? What's the deal with Gag on This? I mean, it sounds like your name might want to be Big Dick J or Big Nick Johnson. If you know what's
gagging people.
What are we gagging on here? What's going on?
So many people gave me shit about that, about the name. But the thing is, we recently had this guy, Joey Stoltz, on. And
Who's Joey Stoltz for the people that don't know?
Joey Stoltz is a local comic that lives
in your neighborhood, close to mine.
No, he lives in Sac, and he does a show at Stab. But
who is this?
Joey Stoltz.
Joey Stoltz, right.
Yeah, so we had him on, and he was grilling me about my name, and he was like,
about your name or the show's name?
The show's name.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, all right, now tell me if this is lame. All right, guys, just tell me.
Sounds lame already. Sorry, I don't know the people, but
So, have you guys seen Boogie Nights?
honestly, no.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Many
is
times.
I'm like 3/4 of the way through it for the last 2 weeks. We decided to watch it because we talked about it. It's funny you bring it up. I
But
gotta
not for
finish
the
it tonight.
first time.
Yeah, not for the first time.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So remember when he comes up with Dirk Diggler? Mm-hmm. That's exactly how Gag on This came to me. Basically, in it, he's dreaming, and all of a sudden, in just bright lights, it says Dirk Diggler, which is his porn name. And that's how Gag on This came to me.
In a dream.
It really did. I was like, what would be good? And then I just went to bed, and I just had this, like, gagging on something, because it's like a double entendre. Because, yeah, we're gross. We get really offensive pretty quickly. But we also have comedians on that gag on the podcast. Right? Yeah. And Joey Stoltz was like, that's a little bit of a leap for your audience to make. And I was like, well, go fuck yourself. But
is there a lot of high horse riding in the community? Like, a lot of people, like, they get on the stage once or twice and they think, like, they're the funniest thing since...
Not the people I've come in contact
No,
with.
because that sounds like a little high... I don't know this guy. I don't want to start any kind
Joey
of...
Stoltz's comedy really is, like, grilling.
Yeah, I don't know. Give me everybody. No,
So,
or a
like-
little half a. Sorry, brother.
Oh, it's all right. So the last half hour of our most recent episode, he just grilled me. And he's really good at roasting. But yeah, everyone's giving me shit about the fucking name, and I'm like, it has so many legs, because so Gag on This podcast, we're talking about producing shows, so it's Gag on This showcase. I have a hat, so it's Gag on This merch. And it just seems better. Plus, I was talking with Bag of Dicks about them sponsoring us. And the line I think that got him was, at the end, I was like, plus it sounds pretty good to say Gag on This Bag of Dicks.
It's true.
What's Bag of Dicks?
You could send a bag of dicks to someone.
Gummy.
They're
Oh,
edible dicks. Yeah.
The gummy dicks.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to do
We need
it.
to send some to Pepto.
There was this
From
fucking
the
guy
OutHouse.
I hated, and I was gonna do it. I was gonna send it to the office,
You could send them
but
a
everybody would have known it was me.
bag of big black dicks too now.
What are they?
Let's send them
licorice?
to Pepto. I want to send them to my buddy. I've been thinking about that for a while. I don't know who opens his mail. I
Well-
imagine it's all him, right? It's illegal not to, I guess. How does that work?
Who else would open his mail?
Secretary.
Oh, so there's times I'm like, I'll get a card from my uncle, or like a birthday card.
Sent to your work for some reason? And
yeah,
It's opened?
and it's open. And I'm like, what's up with this? And well, we got to open anything in case there's checks in there or something. Blah blah blah. Some kind of solicitation. We need to check that. And I give it to accounting and whatnot. I'm like, it's obviously a Christmas card. It's obviously from somebody who has my same last name. Like, this is where I get so frustrated with people. Think outside of your little fucking box. Like, there's nothing in here for you. Well, don't have it sent to work. Well, stop stealing shit off people's steps and mailboxes. Like, what the fuck?
I call
Like,
them ABC people. They can only get to C from A by going through B. There's no other fucking option.
oh my God, I will get to X squared and tie it back into BCD twice
Fucking
before a motherfucker can figure out how to get through B. Like,
Drives
it
me nuts.
drives me bananas.
True.
BANANAS. This bitch is bananas. Oh, it was a different
I don't know
song.
about you guys, but I got like 4 downloads in Russia.
That's funny.
One in Algeria, one in United Arab Emirates, and I'm like, who the fuck is downloading this shit in United Arab Emirates?
I think it's all
Fucking
Twitter.
Somebody overseas. Maybe somebody stationed overseas, or somebody from here traveling, bored, downloads it for the flight home.
What's weird is we have someone downloading our podcast religiously in Ireland.
That's
That's
awesome.
dope. Shout
Yeah.
out to whoever. You guys don't know. I don't do any of this analytics shit. This is this guy. There's no way to tell who did what.
No.
It's all Secret Service.
But I did on the intro. I was like, if you're downloading this,
VPN. Sending it somewhere else.
That could be it too.
the IP address,
Right.
Yeah, no, it just says where it's downloaded, and then it doesn't go by city. It just goes by state for analytics. So like someone in Michigan is fucking downloading us a lot too.
Yeah,
Shout
we have
out.
a couple random states too. I'm like, I have no idea. Arizona was big for us just because of my buddies, but they started spreading the gospel, which was cool because we started getting a lot of downloads from Arizona.
Yeah.
A lot of construction guys apparently appreciate our humor. So thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Shout
else.
out guys in Arizona for sure.
Some men in some hard hats.
But what's the goal? What are you trying to do with your podcast?
Really just have fun.
Right.
we tend to offend people.
On purpose.
Well, we don't mean to offend people. Like my buddy Jerron, because I host it with 2 comedy friends who I met at a comedy class at Blacktop Comedy. We did stand up together, and we've just sort of been friends ever since. We still do stand up together.
Oh, that was going to be my next question. You ever done stand up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it as horrifying as I think it is?
Oh, yeah. Like,
But I still want to do it.
Yeah.
I gotta do it.
like it's all right. It's
I've done music on stage. That was horrifying, but I did it.
if you want to do stand up, I highly suggest you do a class, not necessarily from what you learn, because I hate to burst your bubbles. You don't really learn shit from the class. All it is, hey, do you have a funny premise? Okay, let's all talk about it. So, like, essentially, you could pitch a premise to all of us. We would just sort of add taglines, and then you'd be like, I have a joke. Yeah. That's pretty much what you're paying the class for. But
like a writer's room. It's like,
Yeah.
Where does one go to a comedy class?
That's where they
You just
record,
take this at
actually.
AS?
yeah, we record at Blacktop Comedy, which is in Rockland. I did one at Comedy Spot. They have one. It's like
they'll
Stand Up
actually
101.
do them at the venues.
Yeah.
The venues will put them on like a Wednesday or a Monday
Um,
or a Tuesday.
the Blacktop Comedy one is Saturday and Sunday. And then the reason you want to do a show is because they do a showcase. And all your friends are invited for free, all your family. And it's a very supportive environment. And this is why stand-up sucks, is because I did a set, and I actually went first because Keith Lowell Jensen, he's the teacher. He was like, you've already done something at Comedy Spot. You've done open mics. Like, I want you to go first because you have all this experience. I go up. It's on YouTube, too. It's a horrible set. But it got hella laughs because everyone was supportive. I did those same jokes a week later, dead silent. And there's nothing worse than doing a joke, looking at somebody, and them just going,
Nope.
Why were they so cold?
the audience, I like to healthily blame the audience for when I
But
bomb.
why do you think that they were so cold that night? Because the room wasn't filled up with your family and friends?
Yeah.
And people are such haters that they're just like, they go in. This is my perception or my thought. They go in wanting to. They go in thinking that you're gonna suck, so they believe it so hard that it's like, prove me wrong, kinda. It's that
up, jerk.
Everybody's that pessimistic that it's like,
I want comedians to be funny,
or
though.
they think that they're funny, so they're like, "There's no way this guy that I've never heard of is funnier than me."
I believe that.
Like,
Yeah.
make me fucking laugh.
Well, and it
I think
doesn't-
people refuse. They fight the urge to laugh.
When it doesn't help that the
Really?
majority of the audience members are open micers.
Okay, so that's a
So
competition
they're hating.
thing.
That's what he's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
to then.
Yeah.
See, that sucks. I guess I just don't get it. Maybe.
Well, like, if you get supportive people like Jay Wuck, Danny D, Al Schumann, these are all people we've had on the podcast, and they're ultra supportive of people in comedy fresh starting out. There is, just like with anything, there is a sort of divide where some people are like, you're an open micer. I've done shows, so sort of, meh.
That's that high horse shit. I get that vibe hard.
Which sucks, but
Got to start somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, because
gotta
the
start
people that are on this self-imposed high horse had to start somewhere too.
well,
Like-
and it also depends on the venue you do. Like, I've done jokes at Rockland, which I know I'm probably not speaking out of turn, but Rockland is a little uptight. Like,
I
I
live in Roseville. We're used to uptight. Don't worry about it.
well, like I have one joke that I told somebody I wanted to do, and they like got white as a sheet
Offended.
and were like, "Don't fucking do that here."
Yeah. This.
So did you do it? Because that just makes me want to do it.
I'm doing an open mic on March 27th. We were interviewing this guy, Dan Smith, who's a great guy, and I'm doing the open mic. And I told my friends, because it's going to be 4 of my friends there that are just like, just fucking do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to offend them. And it's going to be great because it is such an offensive joke.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I can't wait.
What day?
The 27th.
Oh, I'm there. I'm off. That's my fucking Saturday night.
What is it, a
Or
Monday?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's my Saturday night, man. I'll be there ready to laugh.
Where is it?
Maybe we'll have you come on because I know one of the guys is going to go see Neil deGrasse Tyson. So maybe we'll have you come on.
Hi, this is Luke Bryan. You're tuned into SSDT 420, home of the shitheads. Have a nice day.
Hey, everybody.
everybody. Welcome back into the OutHouse. Once again, I'm Dick Crapper, bringing you Dirty Password. It's good to be back in the OutHouse. Today's celebrity guests, we have none other than the king of country music.
This is Luke Bryan.
And over here on my right, we have the one and the only Mr. Joe Pesci.
Hey, what fucking game am I on again? Is this
Whoa.
stab her?
This is Password.
Stab her.
Kind of like Hollywood's passed over the rest of your career.
This guy's intense.
All right. And
No wonder I'm on this fucking show.
the normal people that are here, to my left, we have the host of the gag on this podcast, Mr. Big Nick J. How you doing, Nick?
Hey, what's up, guys?
It's nice to meet you, fella. These guys are assholes. Don't worry about them. And over to my right, look, I don't know how this happened, but once again, it's Miss Ashley Lynn.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Hi. I'm so happy to be here. This is so exciting. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
It's good to see you again, too. There's sugar tits. All right.
Golly.
So, going up first, see how we're going to do this.
Draw
time.
straws?
You got a few extra hay seeds in your back pocket there, Luke.
Not seed, but straw.
I heard you like stuff in your back pocket.
What?
Why don't we just let the two Utes go first?
The two Utes will go first. That's a good call, Joe.
The password is peen.
All right, Nick, you're up.
Whiz.
Urinate.
Miss Ashley Lynn, did you already forget the fucking word?
Oh my god, what was it?
Did you forget the word already? Come on, lady. Maybe you should show it to her titties.
Toilet?
Is it flushing?
Ignition.
Is it that fella that's been in the news? Is it, Robert Kelly?
Yellow?
Is it dildo? Like, I'm gonna get pissed off if we tell me what the damn word is.
Gosh, this is tough.
Can I get a lifeline, like 50-50, please?
No. All right, Nick, let's try to get this circus to the fucking finish line here on the first round of this incredibly long game show.
Urinal.
Peeing?
All right, yeah, woo!
Hot dog.
Can't believe that. I'm pretty sure I said B.
Yeah, we'll go back and check the tape.
You
please,
fucking...
everybody.
You cheating
All right,
me
here.
out of my...
Hey, guess what? At least you get to go first in the next round, huh?
Oh, that's a fucking stunner there.
The password is lube.
All right, Joe. Pesci.
Okay, now what?
You
I gave her a fucking word.
all you gotta do is tell her one word, and this brilliant young lady over here will probably get it right on the first time.
All right. Flavorful.
Come?
What? Gosh darn. What did you say, young lady? Didn't you say hi, Mom, when you got on the show?
She's awfully fond of pineapple. All right,
What
Luke,
the-
it's your clue.
Well, I don't know if we got the same word. Vaseline.
Lube?
Hot dog.
All right, way to go, Team Nick and Luke. I'm sure it's not the last time the two of you will hook up tonight. All right,
Whoa.
moving on to the next round.
The password is cowgirl.
Miss Ashley Lynn, you're up first. What do you got over there, sweetie? I hope it's not herpes. That wasn't you I heard in that herp date Wait, that was me I heard on the herp date commercial. God damn it. I don't have herpes.
So this could be kind of like one word. Dolly Parton?
Hey, Dolly Parton's got some big ass titties.
It's definitely not one word. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm going to have a talk with your mother. All right, Big Nick, what do you got?
Reverse.
Can you repeat the clue?
Reverse.
Anal?
No, but I'm pretty sure I can see where your guys' night's going.
What?
Ashley Lynn
What does that
and
mean?
Joe, the angriest man in the room.
Texas.
Texas, huh? Not a place I go a whole lot. How about butt sex?
God
You
damn
guys
it!
are filthy. I mean, it's dirty password. It's not disgusting password. It's not where we talk about truffle butter. All right, Nick, you're up next.
Cowboy?
Brokeback Mountain. Oh, you guys are setting me up. Oh shucks.
Boots?
Honey, you're killing me here. Let's see, what the fuck? Who's fucking... I can't do this. Don't fucking throw me in jail. Drive-through.
Reverse.
Cowgirl.
I love you, Luke Bryan.
All right, moving on to the last round for the $100 in Ruby Tuesday gift cards. We got Big Nick J and Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan.
All right, you guys got a minute to get all three of these. And go.
Latex.
Condom.
Tampon.
Pussy.
Blood.
Vagina. Period.
Bukkake.
Cum in the face. Japanese. Hinky. Circle jerk. Masturbation. Whore.
Eyes.
Burning.
Cheek.
Money shot.
Hey, all right, Ruby Tuesdays, whoop
All right.
Appetizers.
Oh, I love me some RT, that's for sure.
Appetizers for everybody.
All right, Luke's buying. Drinks are on him.
Yeah.
Titties are going to be on me.
Whoa.
I don't think that guy likes titties. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having me back in the outhouse, fellas. I appreciate it. I'm going to go see if I can't find that Mama KGB. I miss her. Peace. When I'm on my way to pick up Miss Ashley Lynn, I'm always listening to SSDT 420. Home of the shitheads.
One last question. You from Cleveland?
No.
How'd that come
From
about?
the Bay Area.
You're from the Bay Area, but if I'm not mistaken, that's a lot of Browns gear you got on. Is
yes,
that a Browns hat too?
I got Brownie the Elf right
okay,
here.
I didn't know that logo. I was curious what that
I know
was.
Brownie the Elf, but he makes me something different.
But no, I just started following him, and then it's one of those things at this point. It's like my luck. The year I'm like, fuck the Browns, they go all the way. Yeah. And this year we got Baker Mayfield, we got Chubbs. I mean, we got a pretty solid line. I think we're going all the way.
All right, well,
Might
don't
have
fall
Antonio
off the
Brown,
bandwagon.
huh?
Oh fuck, I don't want Antonio Brown. We already got one guy that kicked his wife.
So you're a Browns fan. That sucks for you.
I mean, if you think about it,
How long you been a Browns fan? Like,
since they came back,
that's when you started?
yeah,
So you just decided to root for the Browns?
yeah.
You know, to give you some hope, I guess, Seahawks entered the league in, 76? And they won a Super Bowl. How many years ago? My dad rooted for them the whole time from the start.
My thing is, we're breaking records left and right.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
a Kings fan. I understand your pain.
Kings
Wrong
aren't
record.
doing too
No, this year we're doing.
bad.
Yeah, no, I know, but,
You guys see Snoop Dogg's fucking rant about the Lakers?
No, I saw
see
that
it,
he
but I
was selling
saw-
his sweet ticks for $5
$5.
Yeah, what's up? What did he do? Is he just?
I hope he really did that.
because he was so
I hope so,
about
too.
it happening about
He just-
LeBron and everything.
He
He's
went on a
diehard
rant
Laker.
on Instagram, was just like, fuck the Lakers. You got to get rid of every. One thing that I thought was funny is he's essentially saying everybody on the Lakers goes except for LeBron. Build your team around LeBron. And I'm like, there's still good players on the Lakers, sans Braun.
And you
But-
don't have a
Who the
lot
fuck
of
is
time to build. What do you think
Snoop
this is? Like
doesn't-
you
yeah.
can go to NBAplayer.com and order a fucking shooting guard, shoots 37%.
It's not Madden.
Throw
This-
him in the cart. I need a 7'2" white dude because he runs slow, but he'll grab us some rebounds late in the game. Let's throw him in the cart.
He's playing too much Madden.
Yeah. Snoop. Whatever.
love
it.
Snoop.
Yeah, dude. What-
So I was like, yo, I miss what I miss about Instagram. I miss memes. I miss my Aunt Susan's artwork. And in think about it now, I miss fucking Snoop. Snoop's Instagram.
Are you not on Instagram?
I still have it. It's a live page, but I got a new phone in like, I don't know, November, and when I was reinstalling everything, like I didn't install Instagram, and I was getting kind of annoyed with social media, and it's all just like sell, and just like, and I was like, I'm cool, like, and I haven't reinstalled it since. I haven't been on there since. I fucks with the Twitter a little bit, but I was one of the first people to get off Facebook. Like, I haven't had a Facebook since 14.
See, I had to get a Facebook for when I was on air. They were like, you need to post on Facebook. I was like, I don't have one. They're like, you're going to get one then.
Nah.
But you guys, if you're on Instagram, you need to follow @SurgeTheGod. Not because he's great. He is the stupidest motherfucker ever, but he thinks he's all that. Like, it's...
Is he Russian?
No. But do you guys have Viceland?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this thing Paris Hilton did, all about social media. I followed every single one of those people because they're just so pathetic.
Retarded.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
it like, you can't say retarded anymore, so they're kind of retarded. It's like
They're silly wacky.
the dum-dums. Dumb retarded midgets. It's like watching at an audition of American Idol, all the rejects.
Oh, yeah.
Is that kind of what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Like this one chick has followers, and what she did to maintain her followers is she got, not naked, but she got in her underwear, and she just smashed eggs on her face and then rubbed it on her chest and her belly. And it shows her doing this. And at the end, she's just like, yeah, I don't feel good about myself. And I'm like, this is gold.
Oh, wow.
I love this shit.
That's trash. Well, and that's
Meanwhile, she lives on a beach somewhere, and we're all in my garage jerking each other off. Like,
I don't
who are we to laugh at these people that are brilliant?
Are they?
On Instagram? Maybe, I don't know who
43,000
knows.
followers.
Well, that's what I
See?
think is stupid. So
23,000 people think that's funny. It's got to be worth something to somebody, right? I don't know.
the internet's rewarding a lot of idiocy, and then people not going anywhere. I guess if you got nothing else to lose, but everybody thinks like, oh, I'm going to be a social media influencer and people are going to pay me because I can teach you how to drink wine.
But isn't that dream always going to exist, just in different forms?
It's the American dream. I get it. But at the same time, if people are thinking that is real work and that's the only way to actually work and it's preventing them from doing real work. Okay, so that chick that rubbed the eggs on her tits, I would love to see that video. That say it worked for her and she did get the beach house you were talking about. And what about the other 100,000 chicks that smashed eggs on their tits that didn't get the beach house?
I'm not disagreeing, but
it's retarded.
How many?
It's false hope.
Lots of professions do that. Lots of professions produce men with blown out shoulders thinking they were going to be baseball players their whole lives, or guys with multiple concussions that just... I know people that I went to high school with that still play tackle football.
Yeah, I'm too old for that shit.
Me.
Right.
I'm like, how does
Let
that
it
happen?
go. You need to get him a set of flags
Right,
for
but
Christmas.
it's
He's
no
gonna start playing
different,
flag
you know?
football. He's like, pussy. He starts slapping you with the flags.
I mean, we're
Disinvited from
otherwise
Christmas.
successful, but we come out here and we're thinking that we're going to be the next great Joe Rogan or
I don't.
Kevin Smith.
I
or,
don't come out here thinking that. I come out here for a hobby.
Well,
and
it
for
is a really
stress
good hobby. We've
relief
talked about
and
that.
for having fun. You know, there's nights, especially with our schedules being off, coming out here on a Monday after a shitty day, after being tired. I'm like, you know what? I gotta tell these guys I can't do this shit anymore. But that fucking music that we made last weekend was some of the most fun I had in the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do it. And I feel like if you have that mentality, then success is actually more likely to follow if it's going to follow. But at the same time, I'm not upset if it doesn't happen like that because I'm not in it for that. I'm in it out here just to be funny with you guys and have fun and do a dope hobby that not a lot of people can do and sound good on the mic. But like,
So-
I'm not out here trying to get sponsors and shit. If that happened, it would be fucking dope. But
my point may be more to, if you saw the video of the woman smashing eggs all over her body and you think she's this person chasing fame on the internet, she happens to find it, and then you find out it's Mama, but we just don't tell any of you guys. You see the video and you're like, holy shit, no wonder Orange didn't want us to watch this. Check that shit out, right?
Right.
Like, so that was more of my point of what we're doing out here. It's more of we're trying to do something. Maybe a lot of these people are normal. I think a lot of them are weird. But isn't that kid that opens all the shit and makes all that money live in Lincoln? Right, he's local. Somebody told me the other
Opens
day.
up
Oh, the
all
little
that
toy
shit.
kid. He's like
Yeah.
6. Ever since he's been like 5 years old, he reviews
$22 million a year.
toys.
Oh yeah.
And now they pay him to like, yo, you got to review our toy, and he gets all these hits on the internet. But that's okay.
Shut the fuck up.
So you're pimping the kid, like I don't know.
Damn.
But that's why people chase that shit, and that's why all these girls do makeup shows. We caught the neighbor girls doing one day. We were playing poker, and like they were sitting in front of the TV, and I walked inside. I was like, "Are you guys online right now?" And they forgot that their iPad was hooked up to the TV, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" And they got all embarrassed, and they ran away. And I found out that they were putting the little one does it. He shoots videos that he wants a YouTube channel. So how much do I encourage it?
Fuda's son does that with video games.
Yeah.
He streams all
It's
of his
a
stuff.
thing
and
now.
Well,
He's
what-
like 9. He's
What
like fucking
sucks
9.
is
Maybe I just don't understand.
like it
'Cause
seems
we're getting old.
Yeah.
Well, and it seems attainable if you think about it. Like this guy opens up something and gets paid for it. It's like I could do that. But one thing that I found with getting into podcasting and just being like on radio in general is the market is saturated
Oversaturated.
with podcasts. Like I just found a podcast that records in Roseville, and I'm like, what the fuck? How long have you been around? They're like, we've been around for like 2 years. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like within a 4-block radius, there's like 5 podcasts that I know of. And I'm just like, my God.
It's a cupcake bubble. A lot of it is not going to sustain. It's when there was a cupcake shop on every corner or a frozen yogurt shop. Starbucks has sustained, but they cut back a lot of stores. I think the podcast bubble is gonna pop. I think a lot of people are gonna fall off and not keep doing it. The biggest annoyance for me is if somebody finds out you have a podcast, all they can tell you about is other people who have a podcast. And then they want to tell you about that podcast. And, oh, you should listen to this podcast. Or, oh, by the way, this guy has a podcast. I'm like, everybody has a fucking podcast. My mother has a podcast. I produce it. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, the worst thing I ever did in the last 2 years was tell anybody I had a fucking podcast. Because every dick face...
I don't talk about it nearly as much as I used to.
Every dick face has a podcast, and they're using the little mic on their Apple headphones, and it's retarded, and most people sound like utter garbage. And maybe I tried a long time ago. I put a lot of emphasis into an American dream. I thought I was going to be a musician. I thought I was going to be a record producer. I was producing lots and lots and lots of records, making records. I got a song on the radio, and then it just wasn't really monetizing, and I needed to feel like I needed to grow up. But I could still make music. I still enjoy making music. Some of my favorite times is when I actually sit down and try to make music. And it's just, I see so many people going out there, and the music that the labels are putting out and investing money into is such a dick slap in the fucking face. And I see the same shit happening now with the podcasts. And I'm just like, fuck, bro. It's like, that's why I can't put too much into it, because it's like I
think
did
he's getting
this
too negative.
I did this shit once.
I
I know how this fucking story ends.
I got something from a buddy the other day on Twitter that said a group of 2 or more white men is called a podcast now.
Yeah. All right. Fucking A. After all that negativity, we're going to get back to P3. For our esteemed guest, P3 means positively, positivity. It's a little mantra I made up a few years ago when I was coming out of a dark place. And sometimes it is just as simple as a positive thought to create positive, good shit going in motion, right? So I typed it up, positively, positivity. I put it on my keyboard at work just to like give myself a little reminder. Sometimes that reminder needs to be a little bigger because it's human nature. You don't want to be a fucking sappy false person, again, all emotions. But sometimes when negativity comes and just gets the best of us and overcomes, it's like, yo, you got to remind yourself of positivity. So we created the P3 moment. We close every show with a little bit of positivity, and we usually just pull some bullshit off the internet.
But it's positive bullshit.
That's the quick Cliff Notes version of the shit. We could do a whole show on P3, and nobody listened to that either. So today's P3. Let me get them chimes, Freshie. The seed of one positive thought gives fruits of success. And it elaborates, and I'll just read a couple parts of the passage. And one positive thought helps. That sounded like Luke Bryan there for a minute. One positive thought helps in changing the situation totally. When I start experiencing that one positive thought and continue sustaining it, I find that there is a flow of positive energy which changes things. Something that seems impossible starts seeming possible, and everything and everyone around start cooperating too. And it's fucking true, man. It really is. If you dwell in negativity, you're only going to bring negativity back to you. If you start thinking about the other side of it and finding the silver lining, you know, good shit really does start to happen. You do manifest good things happening just by putting positivity out in the air, man. And you know, I get negative. You heard me turn up and get stupid and say dumb shit. But there's some truth to that, and it's what I feel. And if I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong, and we'll have a dialogue about it, man. But like, you know,
Hey, the waves are gonna come. You just got to learn to surf.
well, at the same time, though, it's just like you can't. I don't know. You can't let other people's negativity bring you down.
I so had a guy I see about once a month come up to me the other day and say, I just found out my wife's cheating on me. It's like, damn, homie. Like, I see you once a month. I don't know you that well, you know, but I guess he needed somebody to talk to, man. Like, and then I was like, I felt bad, and I started talking to him, and I've been through some stuff, you know, whatever. And we talked for like an hour. But what I told him was that you gotta, you know, I can't tell you what to do with your life, man. You have to figure that out. I said, but every day, if it feels like it's a better day than it was the day before, then keep fighting for it, man. Like, that's, I can't tell you whether or not you should leave. You're only going to be able to figure that out. And you're not going to be able to figure that out today. It's going to take you months, maybe. So I said, just stay positive and become happy. And when you're happy with yourself, it's going to work out like it's supposed to. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I'm at Mr_Orange25 on Twitter. And swing by the OutHouse. Check out our other episodes. Check out the P3 page. Big Nick, you get to chime in on our outro today, buddy.
Chime in?
Sure.
Just say whatever the fuck I want.
Tell them where they can find you. Tell them about your stuff.
Follow me on Twitter at BigNICJOH. Follow me on Instagram at BigNICJOH. Follow the Gag on This podcast. Both Twitter and Instagram are at GagOnThis_pod. Facebook at Gag on This Pod, and yeah, why don't you just gag on that?
Thanks for coming, man. It was great to have you. I think we had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you come back sometime. I am the Duff Man. Check me out at Duffman916 on the Twitter.
Yeah, Duff Man. Good job. Hey, I'm Fresh, man. You can follow me at JT_Fresh with a 3, not an E. And we want to thank Nick coming by. Check out the Gag on This podcast after you listen to our podcast, of course, because you wouldn't know he was on here until you hit it now. Thanks for coming by the OutHouse, though. We really appreciate it. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Adios, turd nuggets.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.